Hey gang, it's Matt Braunger, your old pal again, doing another Braung Way. I'm wearing a muscle shirt, so you know what that means. It's time for Hollywood Stories. A lot of you wrote me and sent me messages online saying you really dug the Hollywood Stories thing, so I figured I'll go through the archives and dig up some more stories. Number one, Taye Diggs. Taye Diggs? Taye? I still don't know how to say his name, but he's an amazing actor. I actually saw him on Rent at Broadway when I was just out of college. And he went on from there. He helped Stella get her groove back. We know him. So I'm in a restaurant with my wife, and we're hanging out, and he's across the room, and he's kind of, I was looking, I was like, oh, don't look. It's Taye Diggs, don't look. And they're like, wow, yeah, I really dig that guy. Finish our meal, we get up, start walking out of the restaurant. He gets up, crosses the restaurant, comes up to me and goes, hey, sorry to bother you. And by the way, we made sure to not walk near his table so as not stare at him. He went across the restaurant to us and was like, I just want to say, you're so funny on Up All Night. Comes up to me, just want to say you're so funny. It was incredible. I was like, holy like I play this dumb, annoying, neighbor on Up All Night with Christina Applegate and Will Arnett, and she's seen me in my rando, judgmental Ed Flanders role. It's amazing. So I shook his hand, and then my wife shook his hand, and then a couple days later, my wife is telling her friend about it, and I overheard her saying, his hands are almost too big. I bet his is huge. So hey, that's a compliment to you, Taye, if you're watching. Congrats on your acting skill, your handsome face, and huge dong. Speaking of Up All Night, Will Arnett was awesome to work with, so was Christina Applegate, and so was Maya Rudolph. That was an insane show and so much fun to do because the premise was incredible. Just, parents who still want to party. Who doesn't relate to that if you have a kid? But I just want to share this one little moment where we were in this field and playing football, and my character was obviously horrendous at football to the point where he couldn't catch a ball and it would hit him in the face. And yeah, that's the character this guy plays. Arnett is changing his shirt in the middle of the field with the costume people into another outfit, and I noticed he's cut as like Brad Pitt Fight Club cut. Like he's got those, those lines like these down here. He's got those. And I look over and I go, Jesus, Will, what's your workout regimen? And without missing a beat, he goes, raw anxiety. And I've never related to anything anyone has ever said more. Just like, yeah, I get that. I could probably just concentrate on all the things that I'm afraid of that make me feel crazy in my head and not work out, but just the isometrics from raw anxiety alone. I still will be driving in my car sometimes and go, raw anxiety, to myself, and it makes me laugh. Shout out to Will. Here's a throwback one. I did a Hanes commercial with Cuba Gooding Jr. and Michael Jordan. I played a security guard who pulls Cuba off of Michael Jordan because he won't stop hugging him because he's Michael Jordan, arguably the greatest basketball player of all time. And I remember sitting on set waiting in my security guard outfit, and Michael Jordan comes waltzing onto the set, and he walked by, and I remember just saying out loud to the actor next to me, who was that, Elvis? Like it was that same feeling when you're around someone like that is so iconic. You're like, huh, there he is. And I'm like originally from Chicago, so it was just like, holy there he is. The amazing thing about having that level of celebrity and power and influence, he only works 3 hours every time he shoots a commercial. So they gotta shoot him out in 3, which is insane. That's an insanely small amount of time. And so after he was done, he was like, so long, suckers, and walked off, which really made me laugh. But I remember at one point, in between takes, I'm sitting there, and Michael Jordan's over here, just sitting in a chair, and I'm in my security guard uniform. They got a straight shot on me. They're about to shoot me, and I think just Cuba. And Michael Jordan just looks at me and goes, you in this next shot? And I was like, yes, I think I am. And he goes, you're doing a great job. Just cursed for no reason. Like, why? I was just, thanks, Mr. Jordan. Appreciate you telling me I'm doing a great job. So anytime I get down on myself, I remember MJ, 23, said to me that I was doing a great job. Okay, last one. This one's really near and dear to my heart because he's one of my favorite actors, but I worked with Kurtwood Smith, who you might know as Red from that 70s show, or who I know as Clarence from RoboCop. one of the greatest villains of all time. So he played this somewhat shadowy government figure on the show Agent Carter when I was on there. And we were all kind of debating about, our characters were debating about what to do about this sinister villain. At one point, we're all in this, they've caught us. We've tried to sneak into this government building. Kurtwood strolls in, he's like, I think when Whitney Houston gets a hold of you, you'll regret your ass. But my first time on set with him, Kurtwood walks up with a little bag of Cheetos, just eating Cheetos, wearing a suit, and he goes, hey, you having fun? And I go, hell yeah, man, I'm working with Clarence. Yeah. And he went, ha, smacked my and walked away. Mwah! I got my butt smacked by Clarence. Clarence from RoboCop. Ugh. This has been Hollywood Stories Part 2 on the Braung Way. Thanks for watching, and subscribe.
Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. If you liked that video, follow me here. Go see me on tour here. Or subscribe here. Are we good? It's really hot.